Hey everyone, Big Willie Mike here. And no, I'm kidding. But Big Mac. CJ, would you like to say hi to the camera?
Hello.
I was expecting something better, but okay.
Hello, and welcome to the series.
No, this is the anything show. Are you stupid?
No, you.
Stupid boy. See, I had to help this man for like an hour just trying to help him set up OBS. It's honestly sad.
No,
It's sad.
I was the one that
Cause he
helped
was
you.
so clueless. He called me out. He was like, "Michael, please,
No, that's
Michael,
you.
please, I need
That's you with
help. I
literally
need."
everything. You always
No, no, no,
call,
no, no. You're like,
call me.
Michael, ugh, I can't figure this out. Please, I need help.
No, that's always you.
No, it's not. I
Always
figured
you. You're always
everything
the
out
one.
by myself, CJ.
You're always the one that comes
You're the
whining.
one that always needs help. I'm just sitting there
No,
like,
no,
bruh.
you're the one that always comes whining, wanting my
No, no,
help.
no, no, no. You're like, Michael, I'm so sorry. How do I record screen? How do I download all this?
Oh, that's literally
That's
you.
literally you.
No, you do that.
It's you.
No, I figure everything out in like 5 minutes.
No,
You
you
can't even
don't.
figure it out.
CJ, have you figured out the assassination behind John F. Kennedy?
No, but I'm sure other people have.
You're fat. Okay. Would you like to start, CJ, or would you like me to go first?
Well, I mean, what are we talking about?
We're talking about what makes anime great.
Okay, and like, cool.
So I go first?
Yeah.
Alright. I definitely think one of the major parts is the emotional scenes. Without a doubt. What do you have to say about that, CJ?
I agree.
Yes. You know, there's a lot of anime out there that have emotional scenes, but there's one in particular that really doesn't. It's My Hero Academia. It, I really don't really like that show, dude. I really don't really like. Really don't really don't. You know. You know. But yeah. Another thing is definitely the fights. That's probably like the biggest part everybody talks about. But in my opinion, I think the emotional scenes are like the best part about an anime. Do you agree with that, CJ?
What are you talking about?
Do you agree that emotional scenes are like the best part of an anime?
Yeah, they're one of the best ones.
Oh yeah. Another part is definitely character development. Because, you know, nobody wants a story with, like, characters that you barely know and you're already, like, 1,000 episodes in, you know?
Mm.
You know, there's a lot of animes out there that have good character development, man. You know, there's Death Note, Naruto, stuff like that. Not including JoJo. JoJo doesn't. It has okay character development. Not to like level with the others. JoJo's weird, you know. But yeah, fights in anime are definitely pretty big too. But I don't think they're like the biggest. But yeah, you know, JoJo's got okay fights, not the greatest. Naruto's got great fights. Death Note
I think
has.
they're
I
just
don't really know about Death Note's fights. There's not really any fights. It's just kind of like a mind fight. That's the best part about it.
JoJo fights are great.
They're really not.
They are.
They're nothing special.
No, they're great.
No, they're not.
They are.
Jotaro versus Rat. Hmm. 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 Hmm.
That was a great fight.
Excuse me.
That was a great fight.
You want to tell me you love seeing your favorite JoJo get shot by a rat and then Josuke sit there like, what do I do?
So much character development for that
Yeah,
one
yeah,
fight.
yeah. You keep telling yourself that. But you know, the best fight in anime is probably Sasuke versus Itachi. Hands down. I mean, personally, from what I've seen, it's a very good fight. You know, I mean, there's also Naruto versus Pain. That's a pretty good fight. I just don't know if it's as good as Sasuke versus Itachi. But, you know, there's other fights. There's Jotaro versus Dio. Absolutely sucked. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But, you know, I don't like Giorno versus Diavolo. It's kind of a meh fight. I don't know how to feel about it. But, CJ, is there any other things you'd like to bring up?
I don't know.
Anything that you think anime is good for? You don't know.
I don't know.
Are you stupid?
I'm not thinking about it, man.
What?
I'm not thinking about it.
Well, you better start thinking, boy. But, characters are a pretty big part, too. Because, like, you know, you gotta have good characters to have a good anime. For example, part 3 of JoJo, it does not have good characters. I'm kidding. Part 5 is trash. The characters are not good. They look like sexually confused children. Yeah. That's why JoJo Part 5 is the worst part, hands down. But, yeah. I'm just saying, man. No, this is literally just turned into me bashing JoJo. CJ, come on, bro.
What?
Think of something.
Anime.
Oh, yeah, animation. That's pretty. Yeah. You know, Jotaro. I mean, I just said Jotaro. JoJo fights have, like, really good animation. Just the fights themselves are bad. No, not bad. But, no. The animation on JoJo fights are amazing. I will not.
They are really amazing ones.
You know, there are times when animes have really bad animation, but you know, it always makes up for it with better animation. From all the animes I've seen, all of them have good animation. I don't really think there's an anime out there with bad animation. There probably is, I just haven't seen it though. But JoJo's animations, I'm just gonna be real. It might be like the best in the anime. Like in anime. Like in general. Because it looks so real, you know what I'm saying, CJ? CJ?
What?
Are you even listening?
No.
Well, you better start listening. Okay?
No.
CJ, I will literally kill you. I will literally make you clear. But CJ, I'm actually being serious. Can you, like, actually pay attention?
I'll try.
I'm sure you will. What are you even doing right now?
I'm reading.
You're reading.
Yeah.
Reading what?
So, do you know about, have you heard of H.P. Lovecraft?
No.
Oh, what was the person that created, like, the Cthulhu mythos and all that?
Of course, and I really don't care.
Man, he has, like, a ton of stories.
CJ, if you don't stop reading that and actually pay attention, I will literally find out where your family is and turn them into clear.
I'm just wondering if there's any, like, kind of order that I should read them in.
I don't. Just hurry up so we can finish this.
I'm not hurrying.
You better hurry, or I will flex seal your entire family to the wall while also putting on Jake Paul for 10 hours.
Bruh.
Yeah, hurry up. CJ is such an idiot, man. We're waiting. CJ, the audience is waiting.
Wait, what?
The audience is waiting.
I'm
Alright, come back, come back. Are you ready now?
sure.
Okay. So, are there any other things you find really good about animes?
They're cool.
I, CJ, we're talking about why animes are cool.
They're cool.
I hope you die. Alright, I'm trying to think of another thing that makes anime good. Oh, plot. Plot, definitely.
Yeah.
JoJo hands down is like the worst plot in anime.
No, it has
I'm
great
just
plot.
saying, I'm just saying.
It has amazing plot.
CJ, explain. Like, actually, put it into detail. I would like to hear why.
Um, well, each part has its own story, which is really cool.
It's still really weird.
No, it's really good. It's really
It's really not.
cool.
It's not. But like, explain. What
Well,
makes what about JoJo plot that's cool? Hmm.
um, the way that the progression pans out.
Which is stupid because JoJo has the worst plot in anime. But you know, there's animes out there with really good plot. You know, Naruto, Death Note, all that stuff. I have not watched Dragon Ball, but I will eventually. You know, but yeah. Um, Another thing that makes anime really good is like storytelling. You agree with that, CJ?
Uh,
Do you agree with it?
yeah.
You know, storytelling is like a major part of Naruto, and like lore behind like backstories and stuff make an anime great and stuff like that. Like say someone like Kakashi from Naruto. He's like one of the best characters in Naruto. You know, he's got a really good backstory. You know, it's great. But on the other hand, other characters like Jotaro, honestly horrible. I mean, Jotaro doesn't even really have a backstory. Now that I think about it, he doesn't actually have a backstory.
I mean, yeah.
He was just kind of there. Like, he just kind of started. The only person who really had a backstory would be, like, Kakyoin and Joseph. Because near Kakyoin's death, they showed his backstory and stuff. And we got to see all of Joseph in part 2. Yeah, now that I think about it, part 3 really wasn't all that great. Oh,
Yeah, part 3 was nice.
huh. Anyway, moving on. I'm trying to think. Alright, let me get back to storytelling real quick. Like, honestly, Naruto has some of the best storytelling in history of anime. For example, like, I'm trying to think of some good stuff. The build up for Sasuke versus Itachi. That stuff was amazing. Honestly amazing. But you know what else makes a good anime? The build up to like a villain. You know what I'm saying, CJ?
Oh,
Dio had some pretty good build up because he
yeah.
was there since part 1, and then all the way to part 3. Everybody was hyped he's come back and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. There's also Madara who was hyped up for 7.5 years since like the start of Naruto.
Diavolo had good build-up.
Huh?
Diavolo and Kira both had good build-up. Like, really good.
I mean, Kira's was kind of weird. He kind of
Um,
started off with like the first time we saw Kira, he had a hand.
I mean, we got references and all that throughout who he
Yeah.
was, but like we really didn't like meet him until
Mhm.
like like a good portion in. You know,
Yeah.
I forget exactly when.
Um, I'm trying to think of more build up to like a villain. My hero has decent build up. I wouldn't say it's like the best though. Um, Death Note, it's got decent build up also. There's nothing too good about it though, cause like the main character is literally the villain. So
But
yeah, but yeah, I think that's all for build up. Would you like to say anything else about this?
no,
Okay. Moving on. What's another thing that makes anime great? Nudity. I mean, yeah, yeah. Would you agree with that, CJ?
what?
Would you agree with that?
Good point.
Nudity.
Uh, sure.
Because JoJo definitely has the best when it comes to that stuff. You know? I'm just saying. Alright, actually, I could leave that in there. It makes sense, so. Hmm. I'm trying to think of anything else. Can you think of anything else, CJ? CJ,
What?
can you think of anything else?
No,
No, you're lazy.
I know.
Hmm. How would you feel about like a character's role in the story, making the story good, CJ?
Like a character's role?
Yeah,
Yeah, that could affect the story.
yeah. Um, cause
Oh, oh, also, consequences, as well.
consequences.
Yeah, battles having actual meaning and
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely.
not everything being all real easy and nothing having any actual consequence.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I definitely agree with that.
Cause personally, one of my probably I probably tied with Jotaro versus Dio for part three would be the Cream fight, because that one actually had
Oh yeah, that was,
development and
in
consequence.
my opinion, that was like the best fight in part three
Yeah,
because of like how much like detail and stuff is put in that and like the meaning behind the fight.
yeah, and
Because
it
Cream had just
actually
killed like Iggy and Avdol.
yeah.
So yeah, honestly, that was a really good fight. And there's also other fights like Naruto versus Sasuke, Final Valley, Shippuden and stuff. You know, Naruto had everyone's trust in that fight, and he didn't want to let anyone down. That was the best part, man. But it was great when we saw Sasuke come back, man. It was awesome. But yeah, and consequences behind the fight, you know.
Mm.
Uh, Jotaro versus Dio definitely had some pretty good consequences. Because
Yeah,
if Jotaro lost, that would have been like the end for everybody. Like
yeah.
his mom, I'm trying to think, Paul Narif, all
The
that, you
whole
know.
role, basically.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like every consequence for a hero losing.
Mm.
Mm,
Well, I mean, not really Kira. Kira was just kind of like a murderer.
yeah.
Like he wasn't wasn't like world dominating stuff.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I guess same with you, Lola. Too,
a really good anime fight with consequences would be Sasuke versus Itachi. Because Sasuke had like this burden, and if he didn't beat Itachi, that means his family would have never like, had vengeance, and he would have felt like, damn, just damn.
Oh,
Because at the start of Naruto, he always wanted to kill Itachi, right? So he was probably thinking if he lost that fight, that would pretty much just be the end of everything he's ever worked for. But then we found out Itachi was actually a good guy, and saddest shit I've ever seen, honestly. Um, anything else, Cedro?
not that I can think of.
Alright, let me think of something real quick. Um, hmm. I mean, hype is still kind of the same thing as build up, so. Um, um, what about like where the fights take place?
Um, I mean that could matter in some
Yeah, it
situations.
could make it better. I just don't know if it would be like a really defining thing in the fight.
Not generally. Not really.
Yeah, hmm.
Unless there's like a real big build up to like reaching someplace, then yeah.
Yeah. Um, what do you feel about like lore, Cedar?
Lore behind.
Yeah,
Uh,
lore behind anime. Like, say in JoJo, like, at the start of part two, like the Pillar Men, like, we heard all these rumors 2,000 years ago. This guy murdered like his entire race and stuff.
I mean, yeah, I like getting that little bit of lore for that.
Yeah, lore is pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's also Madara and Hashirama. That lore is pretty good too. Other stuff like that. Oh yeah, in My Hero, where like Shigaraki was like All Might's teacher's grandson and stuff. Got to see the lore behind that kinda of like All Might exploiting that. I mean, All for One exploiting that. Um, I don't know if Death Note really has any lore. It's kind of just all explained there. Like it always just goes from episode one. It's not really anything. Yeah. Um, I think that's about it, CJ. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the first episode of the Anything Show. So yeah. Tune in next week for part two.